Hey everyone, what's going on? Phoenix here, bringing you another Asheron's Call gameplay video. Today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the Hieromancer's Armor quest. This is basically Asheron's Call's equivalent of Mage Armor if you, play D&D and know that spell. It's, weak to attacks, but very good for, being a mage. So basically, in order to start this quest, you need to do a couple of things. First, you need to find a wandering merchant where you are going to be able to purchase a peculiar old dagger. And then you will need to hunt down some grievers and find some organic acid from them. You use the organic acid on the peculiar old dagger, and it turns into a glittering crystalline key. From there, you need to hunt down a random landscape spawn of the humming crystal portal, which is what you saw at the beginning of this video. I randomly happened upon it. It's going to take you to the humming crystal, where you're going to use your key on the crystal, which will give you a portal gem. From there, you're going to hop in the exit portal, which is going to take you very near the Hieromancer's halls. So I recommend going to Hieromancer's halls first. If you don't want to do that, you can use the portal gem that you get right away. But I do recommend going to Hieromancer's halls first. It's very close to, the humming crystal portal, and then you won't have to come back here. So this dungeon, basically what we're looking for is Kindling Stones. So there's two starter versions of the Hieromancer's armor. The first version, you only need one Kindling Stone for each piece, and there are 3 pieces of armor, so you would want to get 3 Kindling Stones. That's if you have trained War Magic, but if you're specialized War Magic, you can use 2 Kindling Stones per piece of armor. And what's going to happen is, you will make the armor using both Kindling Stones. So 2 per piece, so 6 total. Now there's 3 different types of Kindling Stones. There's silver, sea blue, and sea gray. There are no actual mechanical differences between the colors. It's just the way the armor looks. Now, the other thing you can do while you're in Hieromancer's halls is get the blue orb, which you're going to use later to make a really cool orb called the Globe of Albarian, which I believe Albarian, I'm not sure how to say it, is the planet that the continent of Dareth, where Asheron's Call takes place, is located. So it's, it basically looks like a globe of Earth, but it's got some fantasy background to it. So this dungeon is a little bit complicated in that there are a series of levers that you need to pull. So it took me a little while in here to gather my bearings. But once I did, it's not that complicated. What I recommend doing, and what I've done in the past, is basically clear a lot of the mobs out of the way from where the levers are, and then from there you can run freely without getting caught up on all of the monsters. That'll save you just a lot of time. And, maybe grief having to run back and forth and redo the levers. So in this room with the diamond golems, what you're going to want to do is, like I said, clear all of these diamond golems out of the way. There are 2 sets of levers in here. So basically it's parallel or duplicate sides. So you don't need to pull both levers in this room. You can do one or the other. From the room with the diamond golems, I recommend just jumping down into this pit with the stairwell. You can run back, and you can either go left or right there. There's going to be a lever on either side. You just have to remember in the upstairs room with the diamond golems to pull the corresponding lever to the one that you pulled down below. So for instance, I went left, pulled that lever, and then when I get to the top, it's going to be the same. So even though you're kind of backwards now, it's going to be the left lever still. Excuse me, it's going to be the right lever. Now, I pulled them both. It is the left lever. I just pulled them both to be safe, which is not a bad way to run it. So then you're going to go up the ramps, back out Run past all of the mobs here and then stay to the right because that's the lever that I pulled down below. That's the first door that one of the levers opens, but it's not where the second one is yet, so you have to keep running as fast as you can through down this spiral staircase, and at the bottom, that door is the second one that you need to get through in time. So once you're in here, you're through the hard part of this dungeon with the levers, and now you're basically just looking for the 3 Kindling Stones. I kind of ran around wildly for a second, didn't exactly remember where they were, but eventually found them where all the shining lights are, which is obviously where you would expect them to be. So there are the 3 Kindling Stones, like I said, 3 different colors, no actual change in what the armor does. So we've got silver, sea blue, and sea gray. For this video, I believe I just went with the sea blue because it's right in front of you. So this is a little bit frustrating. The respawn timer on this is actually 25 or 30 seconds, and if you need 6 of them, it kind of, it takes a couple of minutes and is kind of annoying. So I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me wait for the respawn, so we'll kind of jump ahead in the video now. And just like that, I've got all 6 of the Kindling Stones that I need. From here, we're gonna want to go get that blue orb that I was talking about. So you can go out of this larger room to up the steps, basically where I was originally looking for the Kindling Stones and couldn't find them. And then you just make your way down and around, and there is one room where you can see on your utility belt map that there's a path leading from. You're going to want to go into there, and when you get into the room, it won't look like there's anything because there's actually a false wall. And you can kind of see it when you look at it. I'm just running at the wrong wall, but you can pretty clearly see there's something wrong with that wall. And you just run through, and at the bottom, there is the blue orb. So you're going to want to grab that just to get the cool extra item. Once you've done that, you can pop your Isle Elysium portal gem. All right, and you're going to end up in a Nadisa Castle style area. I came here specifically wanted to do this quest because it has one of the Menhir rings for one of the Menhir rings quest. For the Menhir rings quest, this is, I believe, number 5 on that list. So if you're interested in doing that quest, you kind of also have to do Hieromancer's armor. So I figured 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, so basically this is like a training ground for mages is the lore behind this area. It's really cool. It's on top of this kind of mountain cliff. I believe it's actually next to the town of Kara, but there's no way to get here except for, using that portal gem. There's no way to climb this cliff. As you can see, it's very steep. So what you're going to want to do here is basically there's a note on the ground that you need to find. It's upstairs in like an office room, and you're going to hand that to this diamond golem trainer, Yaoshi the trainer. So you can just kind of use your bracket keys to find the slip of paper, which is on this desk here. You're going to grab it, and you're just going to hand that to the diamond golem. Once you hand that to him, he'll portal you into the training grounds. All right, so basically the training grounds have 3 paths. You need to go down each path and then kill some like mist golems, I think they are, and grab gems from them. There is also a little secret in this area that I will show you. I don't have lockpicks, so I couldn't actually get it, but you can get a couple of extra items actually, if you are patient enough and really want to do it. So there is a dress, Cecilia's dress. You have to kill a guardian golem and loot a trunk key from them to get that. So here's the golem that I was talking about. Kill one of these and then loot a gem. There are 3 different gems, 1 for each path. You can kill golems, any of these golems, until they drop a sunstone geode, which turns into the Hieromancer's orb. I just have never had the patience for doing that because the spawn rate or the drop rate, I believe, is really low. All right, so that's the first gem. You're gonna have to grab another slip of paper in order to get back into the training ground to get the next gem. So basically we're going to do this 3 times, the same exact process. Grab a slip of paper, hand it to the golem, go down one of the paths, kill golems until you get the gem, go in the surface portal, and then do it again. Please ignore my inventory, which is completely full of salvage and random stuff. Now that my face isn't blocking it, you can see all of the stuff that I carry around for no reason. So this is kind of the secret that I was telling you about. So this is where you can get a boot for the boots of the vault. A boot and another boot, and then they combine into boots of the vault. You have to have lockpick, though, in order to open this chest. All right, so this is the middle of the training ground, so we're going to kill this golem. And this is a possibility that they don't drop the gem. It is not a guaranteed drop, so you may have to, excuse me, run around and kill some more in order to find the gem. All right, so there's the second one, the pale crystal. And I'm just going to speed through this last one. We don't need to watch me do the exact same thing again. So through the magic of videos, we'll speed through this last spot to get the last crystal. Once you have the last crystal and you hit the surface portal again, you're going to go back to the training golem and you're going to hand him each of these 3 gems. So basically what these represent are the different pieces of the armor that you're trying to get. So there you go. You hand him one, he'll give you the, the girth, and then the legs, and then the chest. And once you do that, you need to kindle the armor. So you need to apply the kindling stones that we got. So if you add 1 to each, you'll get thaumaturgic plate armor for trained war magic. And then when you add the second one, it'll be upgraded to exarch plate armor, which you need to have specialized war magic to get. If you fail any of these steps, it's going to revert to its unkindled state. So unfortunately, I do not actually have war magic, which is what I realized when I tried to kindle this armor, so I'm unable to show you the final product. But I can show you the Globe of Albarian. All you have to do with that is hand the training golem the blue orb that we picked up earlier. So, if you guys want, I will, switch to war magic just to kindle this armor to show you what it is in another video. But for now, that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.